So we want to make sure that not only front desk, but also our associates, we want to be keeping an eye on this area in general. This is our just a little concierge, coffee area that we have for our guests. So underneath, we have extras, sugars, cups. A lot of stuff is restocked, and depending, it might switch cabinets by the time you watch this, but usually we have everything under here. So well, you want to make sure up top if there's creamers, if there's anything short, just refilling it. We have little tongs for the cookies, and then there's also tea. The water goes into the fridge every night, and we want to make sure that we're always refilling it. So the water will go into the fridge every night, the tea as well. You'll make sure that you rinse it out every night. You want to make sure soap and sometimes a little bit of salt to clean the bottom. And then on the side here, this coffee reservoir, we want to make sure that we're refilling this every day and we're not letting the water sit. So to do this one, you can actually don't have to take off the top, but you just lift it out. So you can take this into the back and just refill it. Refill usually from the fridge because it is filtered water. So for the water in general, for the tea and for the coffee, I would tell you use the refrigerated water. If you can for the Brita as well, the more filters we have, the better. So once a week, usually throughout the week, we should be paying attention. But once a week, we want to make sure that we're coming in and we are taking down everything from our back bar. We are wiping down the bottom, the top, as well as the bottles. We want to make sure that every night we're looking to make sure if the front has to be cleared off. If you're going through it and you notice that something is a little bit low, like this one right now is very low, but we'd still be able to probably pump it. We'll look though, because in the back, in case I see a bottle in the back that has some in it, I'm going to be able to come here and say, okay, I have space in here. Let me refill it. We want to try to make sure those bottles in the back that we're emptying them and not keeping a lot into the back. So every time we see that there's a little bit open, we can pour it back in. So our towels are in these cabinets. As I mentioned in one of our other videos, we like to make sure that all the folded edges are on one side and the loose on the other. For the wrapping of the towels, again here, let's say this one's a good example. See how it's loose end doesn't look as clean? We want to make sure that we take it, start from the loose end, wrap that down so we have a nice clean edge. And we want to make sure we're restocking that so that we can keep it clean. In these cabinets, there's lots of extra products down here that we have. So a lot of times we might not have enough space up top. We'll have it underneath. In this one, these bins here are where the bobby pins are, different hair pins, so that for updos, we can go in and do this. This is also a good task to do to refill when we have downtime. So we'll have you, when it's coming up on wedding season or anything like that, to go through and refill those. We want to make sure that once a week we're looking at the back bar behind the shampoo bowls and checking out the bottles. If they are low, we want to make sure that we're refilling them. But a lot of times at the end of the bottle, this bottle still has a lot in it, but the pump won't actually reach it to pull it out. So we save these, and then once the other bottle has space in them, we will either take this and we will either cut it so that we can pour it in, or if we're holding it upside down for a while, to pump it out. So after we shampoo our guests, there's usually shampoo, water everywhere. We want to make sure every time somebody's coming up to these shampoo bowls, we want to make sure they're clean. So after we finish our guests, the neck rest would be on there. We want to make sure that we're wiping all of this down. Take the neck rest off. Make sure you're wiping down the bottom all the way around. Not only is the inside super important that you guys are wiping down, but a lot of times when we're rinsing out highlights or color, it'll fall over the sides and we want to make sure, especially in this back, that we are not putting our bodies up against old color. So you want to make sure you're really going around all the sides and wiping that all down. At night, we want to make sure that this shampoo bowl area is cleaned very well. You are not only washing down or wiping down the shampoo bowls, it's the chairs. We want to make sure we're going down the sides, all the way down across the back, making sure that we're doing the armrests as well, and that this is all clean. Okay, we have spray bottles on the side with Windex. We're usually spraying that on and wiping it down. So when you come in and you're starting your shift, especially in the morning, but throughout the shift, we want to pay attention that our hot towel cabinet over here has towels in it. So what you're going to do is take the towels from the cabinet. You're going to wet them down. You don't have to use hot water, but warmer is better. Once I've wet it, I'm then going to roll it up from the loose ends, which is that'll help squeezing the water out. I want to make sure I get a lot of that water out. Okay, now I have this set. We have usually an essential oil, either orange or lemon or something in this bag. We want to make sure we're putting 3 to 4 dots on here. And then we want to be taking it and placing it into our cabinet. The 2 power buttons are up top, so you just want to make sure that those are lit.